The farmer and the weeds, full script. They whispered to him in the dark, "Pull them now, before they take everything." But Jonas, a farmer with more hope than sense, stared across his moonlit fields and felt something he couldn't quite name. And so, on the night every other farmer would have torn their weeds out by the root, he didn't move a muscle. At dawn, the valley woke with a soft golden shimmer. Wheat stalks swayed like sleepy dancers, and the breeze drifted through Jonas's fields with a gentle hum. But threaded through the rows were weeds. Tall, stubborn, wild weeds, green as envy, prickly as broken promises. Neighbors shook their heads. "Jonas, you'll lose the whole crop. Those weeds will choke the wheat. Have you forgotten how farming works?" Jonas offered the same quiet answer every time. "I just don't feel right pulling them. Not yet." Truth was, he didn't know why he felt that way. Maybe it was the way the weeds stood like ragged guardians. Maybe it was the strange, tender instinct that had woken in him the night he first saw them. Or maybe it was simply this. Jonas had learned in a hard life that sometimes the things we rush to destroy are the things we least understand. Still, doubt gnawed at him. Weeks passed. The sun grew harsher. The valley heat sharpened like hammered steel. One afternoon, the sky turned white with glare, and Jonas stepped outside to check his crops. The moment the heat hit him, he staggered. This was no summer warmth. It was a scorching, unrelenting furnace. All around him, other farmers' fields began to droop. Wheat curled in on itself, yellowing prematurely, gasping for moisture and shade. Farmers rushed with buckets, cloths, prayers, anything to protect their yields. Jonas braced himself as he approached his own field. But what he found stopped him cold. The weeds, those tall, unwelcome intruders, had cast long shadows across the wheat. Their wide leaves shielded the soil, cooling it, trapping precious moisture beneath. Their roots held the ground together, and beneath their canopy, the wheat was thriving. Green, strong, alive. A soft breeze stirred the field, and the weeds rustled, not like invaders, but like caretakers performing a duty no one had asked of them. Jonas sank to his knees. All his doubt, all his embarrassment, all the warnings he'd ignored. They came rushing back with a single humbling truth. He had nearly destroyed the very thing that saved his harvest. When the heat wave finally broke, the valley gathered to see Jonas's impossible field. Lush wheat, tall and golden, waving triumphantly beneath the evening light. "How did this happen?" they asked. Jonas placed a rough, sunburned hand on one of the weeds and exhaled. "Because I waited," he said. "Because I didn't judge what I didn't understand." He smiled, small but steady. Sometimes the things we call worthless are the ones quietly protecting us. That year, Jonas harvested more grain than ever before, and when he tilled the field for the next planting, he left a few patches wild, not out of fear, not out of laziness, but out of gratitude. Because he had learned something deep, something lasting. Not every threat is what it seems. And not every blessing arrives looking like one. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.